Here's why 99% of people are listening to their extreme metal records wrong. What's going on, guys? This is Buff Metal back with another video here today to talk about something I care passionately about. The art, the sublime art of listening to extreme metal. And it's particularly on vinyl, right? This is the best way, the purest format, or CD, physical media we're really talking here. But as far as like metal goes, I'll always be partial to vinyl listening. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And I do believe there's an art to this, right? On this channel, I always like to link metal with practical application to real life, right? Like all this metal stuff is great, but I also like to give you a little more than that. A skill that you can learn from metal that you can take into your life, into your day-to-day. So if you find that interesting or intriguing, please go ahead and follow below. Now, let's get into the video. What I am talking about today is how to listen to your records to get bang for the buck out of them, right? Like, I think a lot of people, if they don't kind of do what I'm describing, you're better off just saving your money, man, and honestly listening to Spotify. I mean, I'd prefer you don't do that because I like to see bands get paid. That being said, I mean, come on, like you gotta kind of buy in when you go into these experiences, right? So there's one skill that I think is kind of a prerequisite, an underrated skill that you need to have before you can really give extreme metal your honest ear. And what is that? It's the ability to chill the F out, all right? It's the ability to sit still, all right? I think Henry Rollins talks about this. I watched a video recently about where he's basically like, you shouldn't even listen to a record with someone. It should be a exercise in solitude, and like you should, I mean, he really goes hard with it, but I don't think that's always necessary. I do like to share the experience with my wife and whatnot. So, but I will agree that it is kind of an exercise in stillness, right? When I put on a record, I'll tell you what I am not going to do. I am not going to be sitting there. Like, if I'm really going to listen to it, let's say this is the first time I'm just getting the record in, you know, I haven't ever listened to this before, I'm all stoked up to hear it. I'm going to treat it like I am watching a movie, okay? I'm going to meditate on the album. I am going to sit there and I'm going to only focus on sound. And this is where it becomes like a thing, right? Where I'm like, I don't see that a lot of people do that, you know, like and I'm not judging, man. Hey, whatever, like if you want to be on your phone and miss the experience and whatever, but I really do think there is something to be said about stillness, right? You need to be able to kind of channel that meditation mode to be able to hear what the artist wants to convey to you, right? So I really want to buy in anytime, especially, you know, if I'm new to the album too. Take that one, for example, back there, Leviathan, Demos 2000s, man, cinematic experience, crazy listening to that. The sound has been mastered so well. Props to Nuclear War Now Productions, man. But man, I would feel so guilty if I was anywhere else listening to that for the first playthrough. You know, so I like to sit back, maybe partake a little bit. Sometimes, not always, but sometimes I do like to partake a little bit. Sometimes I pour a glass of red wine out. Fun fact about Buff Metal, big red wine drinker. Love it, you know? Regardless, man, I am just sitting there and I am focusing. Now, there's one thing you're allowed to look at, making this a rule, right? You get one freebie, one other thing you can focus on, if you can find one or if you have them around. Candles, maybe a lava lamp. How about that? I'll throw you that bone too, you know, while you're listening. Just to keep the eyes somewhere, throw on some candles, dude. Set the atmosphere. There should be an atmospheric thing, you know what I mean? It's a ritual. There's more to it than just throwing on a record. I mean, if I only saw it as, you know, something you buy and hold on to, like anything else, I'd be like, well, it's just, I'm not gonna just buy shit for the sake of buying it. I probably don't feel like I need to collect these. But no, I think there's some kind of thing, a force, an energy to the physical media itself, especially on vinyl, man. And man, listening to that, especially something like that where it's been remastered, you know, from old tapes, all these you know, old things, they have this richness in the sound that is really impossible to describe without just sitting there and listening to it. So yeah, man, first step, wipe the slate clean, okay? Relax, just chill, Okay, listen to it. Next, another thing, might take a time or two to really get it. We're talking extreme music here, right? Run that shit back. It's all good. Play it a couple of times. Yeah, I think people buy records, they listen to it once and they move on way too fast, man. I don't see a point to that. Run that shit back. Get to know it. Develop a relationship with the album. Get to know the intent behind it. Know every little riff and every little part. And once you do that, start reading the lyrics. Or do that from the beginning. I mean, it doesn't really matter. There's no real order or written down way to do any of this, right? I'm obviously claiming there is because it's YouTube, but there isn't, but these little things are kind of important to the process. They all play their own little role. Another thing I love to do, I sit there and I'll just stare at the album artwork, man. Even if it's something as simple as this. I've been spinning this a ton lately. I Shall Becomes Wanderings, man. Again, ever since I went on tangents about DSBM, man, I've been revisiting some of these old albums that I had sitting in my collection. And I'm like, you idiot, stop talking so much shit. Some of this stuff is awesome. You forget that. Everything with a grain of salt, right, guys? Anyways, dude, I sit there and I even stare at this and you get lost in the clouds. And essentially, in the trees and all these fine little details. You read the track titles. They all add up to something, right? There's an intent behind all this stuff. They all come together to form one piece of the whole, So, I mean, really, dude, let's take an album like Transylvanian Hunger. Lot of chaos, a lot of droning parts. If you can get lost in an album like this, if you can just let go for a bit, dude, I promise you, it is a sublime. It's the only real experience. Okay, that is the true metal experience. I used to think, it's funny, back in the day, that sitting in the car and listening was the best way to hear music, and I'm like, yeah, that I couldn't think of anything more wrong. The pinnacle of the musical experience is sitting there, letting the record rip, and getting lost in the sound. And with albums as detailed as these, it doesn't get more yeah, man, you to get the bang for the buck, you gotta just sit there, sit still, vibe out, meditation mode. And dude, I'm telling you, man, we all know it's better to be off of our phones. We don't want to be on our phones when we're driving and stuff. We don't like to, we don't, everyone wants to be present. And what better way to practice presence than with some dope ass music? You know what I mean? You don't have to sit there and only listen to fucking binaural beats. You know what I mean? And whatever on YouTube or something to have a meditative session. In my opinion, at least, I love having extreme metal meditation sessions, It's just, I find it to be a blast, man. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to come on here and be like, I think, let's sum it up, right? What do we need to do to listen to records the right way? Not much. Actually, the whole thing is to do nothing, Sit there, let the artist take you for a ride, and you'll be transported, I guarantee, into the cosmos. Into the metal ether, you'll be riding the wave, the right vibrations. You'll be seeing the full picture. They say this about paintings, right? Where the longer you stare at them, the more you're gonna start to see details, right? And the way I feel about record listening, man, is that the longer I sit there and I listen and I play it over and over again and I get lost, and especially on that first spin, the sacred first spin, that's everything. You know what I mean? That's the whole point, is to just be lost within this place. Okay? So that's it. What do you guys do? Don't leave it just up to me, do you guys sit there, hold the album cover? Do you spin the same album a few times before moving on to something else? Slow the buying down. It's like I always say, man, you got more albums than you think you do. Don't buy so heavy. Go back through Wanderings, man, just like I was saying. This was sitting on my shelf forever, and I am just recently starting to love it. I've had this thing for probably over 5 years, and I'm like, wow, that was just chilling there the whole time. Go through your records more. Spend more time. Zen mode, monk mode. Channel it. You know what I'm saying? That's it, guys. That's all there is to it. Enjoy the day.